And in the room of mirrors, you can see for miles, but everything that's there is in disguise. Every word you've uttered and every thought you've had is all inside your file, the good and the bad. But in the rising sun, you can feel your life begin. Universe at play inside your DNA. You're 1 billion years old today. Is inside of you and your payments overdue. Oh, the rising sun.
Widlowski placed the half photo on the table beside his living room window. He reached forward, opened the window, and hefted himself onto the windowsill. He buttoned his coat and looked out at the sunrise, the last one he intended to ever see. A sense of dread and regret filled his entire being, but the exquisite outro solo of the rising sun spread around from the room behind him and added a bittersweet harmony to his decision. Widlowski plummeted into the canal with tightly closed eyes, but in that very instant, he didn't feel the water crash around him, even though he knew it had happened. Widlowski opened his eyes and blinked back as the water itched them as he stared wide-eyed. It was as if the canal had been tie-dyed, like something out of the Yellow Submarine. Widlowski found that he had become the very soul of a Beatles fan, flapping his wings among a few other souls, flying together over the river delta with outlines of the Beatles' heaven and hell. He spun around as the river traveled downstream, blending with the sky. Waves of color radiated from his body as he reached the surface. Closer to the river delta, he could see two competing visions. Beatles' heaven lounged, colorful and inviting on the right, while on the left, dark gray and frightening, was Beatles' hell. The same moment as the solo faded away, cheerful and very familiar blues chords started playing, drawing Widlowski's mind to their source at the top of the tallest of the strange and breathtaking towers in the warm, golden Beatles' heaven. Widlowski's soul was delighted to see George Harrison and John Lennon leading a group of musicians and friends and playing Roll Over Beethoven. Chuck Berry, Billy Preston, Jimi Hendrix, Tom Petty, George Martin, Brian Epstein, and other former alive friends with them, the music filling his ears. He could even see Beethoven and Tchaikovsky playing along, as the music turned rousing and inspiring. All around them, an ebullient crowd of Beatle fan souls cheered on, screaming their names and professing their love.